Did you drop your,
No.
Oh, well, didn't I meet you in...
No.
Oh, well, you see, I won't be in town a short while, and...
Good.
That you, daughter?
Yes, Mama. Keep on, Amaryllis. I'll be there in a minute. Hello, Mama. Fine, dear. Now your exercises.
Yes, ma'am. I don't remember the library being open last 4th of July.
It was, Mama. Ollie? Mama, a man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh,
I've never seen him before.
did you say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. Now don't dawdle, Amaryllis. So, do, la, re, ti, mi, a little slower, and please keep your fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
If you don't mind my saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you much to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library is entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can on my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman has a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't quote Balzac and Shakespeare and all them other highfalutin Greeks.
Mama, if you don't mind me saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
No, I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about that stranger.
What stranger?
With the suitcase who may be your very last chance.
Mama, do you think I'd allow common measure? No, really, Mama. I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards, and if you don't mind my saying so, there's not a man alive who can hope to measure up to the plans of Paul Bunyan, St. Patrick, or Webster. You can copy it for yourself and your Irish imagination. You're astounded to see your library full of books.
Well, if that isn't the best I ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I?
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Winthrop, it's after dark. Is that any way to walk into the house? Hello. Don't want to do it all? Have a hug from my boy. The lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, where's your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would especially like it very much if you come. Winthrop?
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked you to a party. Are you going or aren't you? No. No what? No thank you. You know the little girl's name?
He won't say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his lisp. He's ashamed.
You know all about this Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
I'll bet he won't say it.
No thank you, Amaryllis.
Amaryllis. Amaryllis. He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people? Just because he lisps?
It's not just because he lisps, Amaryllis. That's just part of it.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me, but I do him every night. I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
There, darling. Don't cry. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you. I'm sorry, Miss Marion. Can I play my crosshand piece?
May I?
May I
time being, just say goodnight, my son. You can put in the name when the right someone comes along.
All right. It's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I may play my crosshand piece.
So we are all grateful to my wife, Eulalie McCaffney-Shin, for leading the singing, and to J.C. Squires for his fine stereopitikin slides. And to Ethel Toffemeyer, our fine player piano player. As Mayor of River City, I welcome you River Cityans to the 4th of July exercises set up here in the indoors to count the weather. Fourscore and set. The members of the school board will now be presenting a patriotic tableau. school board will not be presenting a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the wonton ye-girls of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will now present a spectacle of my wife, in which my wife, Lady McCaffrey Shin, will be taking a leading part. Mission will recover, no thanks to a certain young ruffian who is a disgrace to this city. 47 years ago, the famous fireworks spectacle, the last days of Pompeii, will take place, providing the rain stops. By 9:30, it will be out in Madison Picnic Park, across the creek from the pest house. Thank you.
How can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict fair? Sure did. That's why we all prepare for the storm.
The Gazette is accurate most of the time, JC, and you know that.
You know, you wouldn't last very long in the banking business if you be a current most of the time.
Why are you talking about banking? With the school?
Let's have order. Order.
Remember, Ace need to get me tonight.
I'll make her early. She's late, all right.
She's right on time. She better with your watch.
Didn't I say I'm gonna make her early? Why?
You members of the school board stop bickering in public.
All the ones I said.
Never mind, 4
We heard there was a pool table in town.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now, just a minute here. Let me get on with my exercises.
We don't want any more exercise until we get this pool table out of 7.
Let's protect our children.
Yeah!
Resist sin and corruption.
Yeah!
Smite that devil and keep our young boys pure.
Yeah!
Friends, may I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with this troubled friends with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me if you will. I am Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys Band. Just think, my friends, how can any pool table ever hope to compete with a gold trombone? Remember, my friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, billiard parlor walls come a-tumbling down. But it's a band to do it, my friends. I said a boys' band, do you hear me? River City's gotta have a boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill, River City's gonna have a boys' band, as sure as the Lord means in Green Apples. And that band's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll hear the glitter of crashing cymbals, and the thunder of rolling drums, and the shimmer of trumpets, ta-ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed, when Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Hanty, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 strong folks led the big parade with 110 for and close at hand. They were followed by boats and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 strong folks on the morning sun with 110 for and right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. bottom, chimneys in horse platoon. Thundering, thundering all along the road. Euphoniums and big bassoons. Each bassoon having its big fat say. 50 mountain cannon in the battery. Thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeter would improvise a full octave higher than the score. 76 tom-toms in the counterpoint, the 110 cornets plays the way. To the rhythm of march, 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 all is the answer march, and the marching still right today.
kind of people so excited since the night Frank Koch and Strangler Lewis lay in the mat for 3.5 hours without moving a single muscle. Never mind, I want his credentials. Grab that hoodlum! He almost blew up my shin.
Thank you, Professor. After making an example of him, ring leading, you know. What he does, the gang does.
You wild kid, you're hanging around my oldest girl. His father is one of them south of town day laborers. You wild kid, taking down Main Street after my oldest girl last Sunday.
Wasn't I the tag?
Don't you contradict me.
Just walking together, Jimmy Clark.
You watch your phraseology. I know what you's doing in my little Gracie Senior. Now I'm going to warn you once more. If I ever catch you touching my daughter, you'll hear from me to who laid the rails. Professor Hill, I'll see you Monday morning at City Hall. 10 o'clock sharp. Men, I want his credentials.
Oh, Constable, I'll be responsible for the book.
You don't know him. He's tough. He's got his game waiting outside.
Oh, I'll be careful. Tommy, I want to talk to you about the band.
Oh, gee, Professor, that's full of kids.
Oh, I'm not talking about playing in the band. Look, you're mechanically minded, aren't you? Did you ever do anything with perpetual motion?
You only had it a couple times.
You did? Well, you're my man. Do you realize that no one has ever invented a music holder for the marching piccolo player? There's no place to hang music.
Gee, I wonder if it's a wire.
Look at your cellar. That's where people keep wire. Oh, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Now, Constable, I'm going to show you how to break up again. Oh, young lady. Oh, Miss, what's her name?
Sunita, I didn't have any idea you was between God.
Do you know Tommy Jewish?
Well,
Tommy, this is Zanita. Escort the young lady home.
Only accepting I'm not going home. I have to go to the library. God!
Well, then escort this young lady home by way of the library. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
Oh, you have to.
Yes, sir.
God!
Just right there, fella, Professor. You made a couple mistakes, though.
Oh?
The mayor happens to own the billiard parlor and the pool table.
Oh. What was my other mistake?
That's Anita. That's the mayor's oldest girl.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And, who might always...
Just a minute. Professor Hill. We'd like to have your credentials. We're the school board.
Academic certificates.
Nothing of the
We
kind.
need letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond.
What am I hearing? You, sir. Say ice cream.
Ice cream, but I don't sing them, man. If
You
that's
don't have to. Just talk. Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
See, singing is just... Now you... Now you, sir, right here. Ice cream. Now you... Ice cream. Ladies, from now on, you will never see one of these men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. We've been hating each other for 15 years.
Ice cream. Ice cream.